Hi lovelies, this is Sheree from Divine Visions with your quick pick a card reading tonight, and this is to do with a request from one of my viewers regarding children and healing. So this is specifically for those of you who have children. It could be adopted children, foster children, it could be children in the family, anyone that you might have a strong connection with or may find that there's some tension with, or perhaps there's some healing needed between the two of you, or a situation that's very close to you. And this could be anything. This could be some rivalry that's going on in a home. This could be disputes or resolution that's needed between family, yourself and a child. It could be that you're a parent of a child. You know, the question could be, are they going to come back to me? Will this situation be healed and resolved? Will the tension be resolved between the both of us? Will this rift be resolved, basically? And this could be if you're in a situation, as a lot of you know, I do a lot of, my main focus is love readings, twin flame readings, that kind of thing, soulmate readings. And there's obviously a lot of changes that do occur in people's lives regarding children. You know, whether they're older, like adult children, or younger children, it doesn't matter. When there's a change or a significant change, moving from either a karmic or soulmate connection into a twin flame connection, especially, or just moving from, you know, a marriage or a particular situation or relationship into another one, or just leaving, don't even have to be going into another relationship, but just leaving. That could be a main theme here as well, that people might want to know. How are the children going to be, or what's going to happen around this situation? Or if there is a current situation where there has been something that's happened, how is this going to resolve? So it's around those kinds of things today, the energy regarding children. Will this, I suppose the question is, will this situation be healed or resolved with my child or children? So we've got to pick a card. We've got the 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm just going to let you take a moment to focus on the cards. You can choose more than one if you wish to. And yeah, I'll use clarifiers if I need to along the way. And yeah, that's just something you can do for a moment, and I'll get to the reading. Okay guys, if you chose reading number 1, we've got a few cards here that I've used tonight. We've got the Good Tarot as well as other cards I'll mention in a moment. But if you chose number 1, this is the Page of Earth. We can see a young child here, a young boy for that matter. And it just shows whether it's a female or a male child we're talking about here, it doesn't really matter. Just that the energy is the Page of Earth, which is a young boy about to go off on a journey, okay? But if we look at his face here, which might be a little bit blurred in the picture, I'm not sure. Oh, there he is. If you look at his face there, he's looking a little bit unsure, like he feels like he's tough in himself. He wants to go off and explore. You know, it's the Earth sign, so it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It doesn't have to be, but that's just significant message for those of you who have children that are those star signs. But this is somebody who is ready to embark on their own personal goals. They really want to achieve something. They want their independence. There might be a little bit of a stubbornness going on here. A breaking free, I'm hearing. So that could be something as well going on here, a breaking free. Perhaps they're leaving the nest, or perhaps they've already left the nest if they're older children. But, you know, for the younger children as well, it just shows that there's some aspect of themselves where they are still growing and developing within themselves, coming to their own opinions in life. They're finding themselves on their journey. This is a new journey. It's an excitement. It's exciting times. It's adventure. You know, this is for you guys if you have separated in a marriage or something, if there's been a broken marriage or whatever, they're still finding themselves. There's still healing to do within their path. They're still realizing that they're still loved, you know, regardless of what's happened along the way. And there's a sudden change coming here as well. So I just want to see what that's about, because the Wheel of Fortune is changing. It can be a sudden change. And that looks to me, this child here, or the children, if we're looking at more than one, they are, a strong energy. The Taurians are very down to earth, very practical. They are resilient. And I just feel like this is a very strong energy, like they can deal with what's coming. And they seem to have a grasp on the reality around them. They're very grounded in their approach to things anyway. They seem to, as I said, that stubbornness is coming through. I want to see what the sudden change is to turning of events here. Okay. The world is their oyster. This child here really feels that they need to seek out their own path. Okay. They want to leave. They want to explore. They want to find themselves in the world. There might be travel for them. They might be in the midst of moving out of a situation or moving away. And so there's definitely travel. There's a cycle coming to an end within this, relationship. So within relationships, it doesn't matter if it's with a partner or with our children or whoever it is, a friendship, even colleagues, everything. It doesn't matter how close they are or what. There's always cycles and there's growth. And people are growing in relationships all the time. And especially the children who are growing up within themselves to be a young adult, they are finding themselves. They're going to have their own opinions. They're going to want to break free. But this child, I also feel, has their roots at home. They know where home is. And it's like looking back, right? Looking back and saying, I need to do this. I need to go off into the world. I need to find myself. I need to break free for now. Now, what's the next one? Discontentment, maybe boredom, maybe dissatisfaction. There's a feeling of some stagnance in the relationship or even within their own life, okay? So they're perhaps just getting restless feet. They really need to take off. They need to take off. I get a real strong Capricorn energy with this as well. But, I just feel that emotionally there is some sadness. It could be to do with a father as well in their life. That's just one aspect I'm tuning into in this reading as well. That there's some sadness. It might have been an absent father or someone who just wasn't there for them emotionally, and then now trying to, be the man, or if it's a boy we're talking about, be the man in life and really get strong on their path and try and find themselves as the masculine, right? The masculine role. Even if it's a female child we're looking at, it's still the masculine type role that she's coming into, where she's going off on an adventure and being very strong, being tough, trying to hold all her emotions in. But the way to do that is to explore the world, right? And travel and just find herself in the world, or find himself. Beauty and attraction. So this child here is really, really big on the whole image. They're worried about their image. They might be a little bit ashamed of the family dynamics and how others might view the family, and how, if it is a broken family, I'm not saying it is, but if it is a broken family, there could be some shame around that, or just worried about how people will view the appearance of the family. But I'm also on another angle here seeing that they're focusing on their image, their dress wear. They're really coming into their identity here. I really feel like they're not interested at the moment as I'm tuning into this, because I am aware that the reading is about how will this heal, or will this heal. If there's a healing to do within children and parents here as well, especially. And what I feel is that this child, and I'm saying child, I mean, I know there could be an adult child, but that's just what I'm using the term of. This child is perhaps not wanting to confront this right now. They want to take off. They want to find themselves. They want to delve into action, movement. They want to move. They want to go away. They want to seek out the world. They want to go and see all the attractions in life, and they're very much about their own image. And I get summer for some reason, the season summer. So it's around summertime, and, it's that real venturing out, going holidaying. Now, I'm not saying it's summer where you are. It is in Australia coming into summer, but where you are, it might be a different season altogether. But this is just the energy of how I'm feeling, like they're emerging. You know how everyone sort of comes out of the shell and comes outside, and they get all, there's movement around in summer. And so this is what I'm seeing, is that they're trying to stick their head out of the hole, so to speak, if it was like an animal in the ground. You know, they're coming out of the nest. They're wanting to explore the world. Now we've got here, oh my God, look, healing. So we've got the word healing here. We've got the card, Archangel Raphael. He's the healing angel, okay? He's the one that brings in that green emerald light of healing around the heart chakra especially, and you need to call upon him to bring the healing and protection in around your child, okay? Archangel Michael is the one that you call in with the blue light of protection. Archangel Raphael is the one you bring in for the green light of healing. So this is, I feel the love is not lost though. I feel like there is a strong bond and a lot of love that's not lost between the two of you. It's quite strong, but it's just that this child, I feel, has their bee in a bonnet, you know, and has a bee in their bonnet, and they're just not budging. They're quite stubborn. Perhaps not mature enough to see your point of view or others in this situation. Now, what we got is the Angel Mother Mary cards, okay, Queen of the Angels, watched over. Your son or daughter or the child you're talking about is being watched over. I allow myself to feel safe and enjoy my life, knowing that heaven is watching over my loved ones and me. Now, this is pretty much something that they're feeling, like they don't have a care in the world, they're just going to take off. And for those of you who aren't necessarily seeing a child taking off, like say, you know, overseas or traveling, it just feels like they're probably going to leave the home like a lot more, or you won't see them as much. You know, this is the kind of feeling that I'm getting with this. But it's not a bad thing. They are out there learning. They're really growing, evolving in themselves, and I do feel like they'll come back, you know, I really do. I just want to grab one clarifier regarding this reading, please, regarding this situation. Just one more clarifier, please. Oh, hang on. Just one more clarifier. Wow, that one went flying out. Almost there. So this situation is almost there at being resolved, okay? So if there's anything that you need to communicate or heal or whatever, it's saying it's almost there. I don't feel too bad about this one. I feel like, as I said, they've still got their roots deep in the home, and they still know where home is, so they're going to come back. So that's your reading. I hope that's helped you today. Hi guys, if you chose number 2, we've got the cards here. So we've first up got the Page of Fire. This is a young energy. This could be this is the Wands, Page of Wands. So it's a fire sign. So it could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And it doesn't have to be those star signs, but if your child or the child you're asking about is these star signs, then that is a significant message for you. Otherwise, it's just talking about the energy of this child right now, or children, okay? So there's an impulsive energy, there's inspiration to jump in. There could be some anger as well flaring up within this child. And I know I'm saying child, there could be an adult child, but I'm just saying child, you'll know what I mean. So we've got the inspiration, the passion, the frustration, the flaring up of anger, and impulsive words might have been said. I feel like this child wants to say something. There's a communication aspect here, but there's also a holding back, because we've got the Temperance card, which also shows patience is involved in this situation, okay? So they might be a little flighty. They might be a little bit quick to anger. So there might be a real short temper here with one of these children. We have patience, so it's just saying, okay, give them some time out, perhaps to cool down, you know, that kind of thing. But we've also got someone who's very creative and needs to get out and explore and vent that kind of energy into something creative. Now let's have a look, because I know that the question is, will this be healed and resolved? We're still unfolding all the other questions here. Look at the star. I think that's a wish coming true regarding this situation. It's really just about, and she's holding her heart chakra here, okay? It's that flowing energy. It's a flow of energy, but 5s are unpredictable as well. So the 1 and the 4 is a 5, which is unpredictable. It's change. So anything can change at any moment. As we know, life is fluid. And with the Temperance card, we usually have the flow of energies here. You know, it's the, I think she flows water into 2 cups, and it's that ever lasting flowing energy in the cycle of contentment and harmony, but it's not necessarily harmonious at this stage. I'm seeing that there's a jumping into a new path. So this child, I feel, is wanting to move into a new path or have a fresh start with something. They might be a little bit unsure as to where they're going as yet. It might not be very clear. There might be a decision to be made between two locations or two parents or two people, that kind of thing, or where their loyalties lie. That's what's coming through. I've got the 7 of air, which is also secrets. They're not telling you a lot. So there's a lot that you don't really know what's going on within their life. They might be very secretive. So there's a child there as well, just jumping in. It's that impulsive fire energy. It's impulsive, jumping into the unknown. But once again, there's still a little bit of a hesitation going on. They're not revealing much to you at the moment. You're trying to resolve this or find out things, but they're not revealing much to you at all. And there's golden abundance here. Look at what that's about. Golden abundance, because obviously this means that there's an abundance of whatever's around the surrounding cards. So there could be an abundance of secrets. There could be an abundance of lies or deception, or just feeling that they're just closed off and you just can't get a break with this. You just can't work out what they're up to, what they're doing. Now, don't take this to heart. This might not necessarily be around your child, but you might recognize it if you do know about it. And it may not necessarily be anyway, but this is just a little warning coming up that they might be dabbling in something like drugs or alcohol or something that's just not good for them. There might be a path that they're going down that they're trying to self-medicate, themselves with, and it's just exploring and it's adventure and it's experimentation, that kind of thing as well. So that's just a part of it. I'm not saying they're definitely doing that, but you might be able to relate with that if you're aware of certain things or if you've had some suspicions around something anyway. Because there is a secretive energy here. They are hiding something. Might be a drug addiction or something like that. Yeah, you're just worried because you're worried that they're going off on a different path to what they were on. But I do feel that this is a positive card here as well. Okay, I want to see what the next one is here. So time, it's just going to take time to heal this situation, all right? So in other words, it can be healed. It definitely shows that it can be. I'm going to get clarifiers in a minute. But they're quite stubborn and they're very immature in some ways within themselves as well. Communication may be really rigid. You're not getting much from them at all. There might be a bit of attitude. So we're having a look at the Queen of Angels. Mother Mary says honesty. I am in touch with my true feelings regarding this situation because there's secrets, right? Something's not being shown to you or revealed to you right now about what they're doing or what they're planning. And so there might be grandchildren for some of you as well that you haven't been able to see. It feels like there could be a situation where you've been cut out of a situation here, out of their lives. And that is really sad. Like, this is just showing that time is going to heal this. I just want to get a clarifier, okay, as well. And it might be that if there's no grandchildren, it might be just that this person, this child has cut you out of their life. They've just cut you out. You might find that you have to talk to other people to get anything, any information about how they are. Can I have a clarifier for this, please? Oh, wow. Okay. So we've got divine children. I want another one, please. Yep. You obviously know it's about the children. Divine children. As we know with all, in every connection, every life, there's a journey, there's a lesson, there's lessons to be learned. Well, this is looking good. Improving health. This could literally mean they are improving their health. They're going to get out of this, whatever they're in, It does show me that the relationship is going to improve as well. So you guys, it's just going to take time. It just is going to take time. I just suggest that you don't chase them. I feel like if you just sit back and just allow time to run its course. And it's not to say you can't reach out to them, but I wouldn't chase them constantly because they're just going to run away. They're not open to talking or whatever, or if they do, they're not going to tell the truth. So it just feels to me that there's an improvement going on, but it's going to take some time to heal, okay? So just take some time out. You know is deep down what's going on in this whole situation anyway and what you need to do. This is probably just confirmation for you, okay? So I hope that's helped you today. Okay, guys, if you chose card or reading number 3, this is where we're at with your children. We've got the maternal Queen of Water here, which could be a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer energy. This could be an adult child, or it could just be the energy of your child. A nurturing person, someone who's very intuitive, but they might have emotionally withdrawn at this stage. We've got the Tower, which shows a sudden change. There might have been a sudden change in their mood. Perhaps one minute they're close, the next minute they're withdrawing, or they're lashing out, or there's something going on. Because this is the Tower, which shows that something has suddenly been uprooted, or a sudden change. Perhaps there was an argument. Perhaps there was a betrayal of some sort, or, as I said, someone's just withdrawn their love or feelings or communication from you. They've gone cold, right? Because the opposite of this would be someone going cold on you, and stagnant energy in the relationship. So let's see what's going on. Although I'm getting the word turbulence as well. When you see water, right, and all the emotions going through it, I can just see all this bubbling, crazy energy. You know, it's like a turbulent kind of water energy. They're definitely wanting to be on their own. They don't want to be dealt with right now. They don't want to be talking with anyone. They have lessons to learn on their own. They're trying to go within. There's some pain here. I feel like there's been some harsh words, or something said. And when I look at this, if you've got more than one child, this could be one child that we're actually really focusing on more than the other, okay? You'll know. So it's a solo journey. I feel like they need to go within and really reflect and go within their own intuition and heal their wound, or whatever they think or whatever their feelings happen to them. There's a solo journey, well-deserved rewards coming in from this. They're doing their self-work. But then I'm also seeing this impulsive energy coming in to communicate with you, to come forward. And this might be an Aries, Leo, Saggy. It doesn't have to be, but it can be. Where there's this restless or really fast energy coming in to communicate with you, and we've got the compassion, which is amazing. So it feels to me they're going to take some time out. Perhaps this was just something that happened where, you know, it was the spur of the moment type thing where emotions were just overwhelming and they just lashed out with something and pulled back, and now they're feeling bad. Now they're feeling sad and they don't know what to do, so they just need time out, okay? To reflect, do some self-work, do some self-analyzing, and then they're going to come forward with compassion in their heart chakra. It feels like they want to say maybe an apology, because the heart chakra is also the green color. I just didn't have the green rose to put on this picture because this is one of my cards, but it's also a pink color of love, unconditional love. So it feels to me the compassion's coming through in their message to you. And then we've got clearing of energy, which is amazing. So it feels to me this issue will be cleared. The air will be cleared. So at the moment it might seem murky and no one knows where to step where and walking on eggshells or whatever it might be. But they're showing me that there's compassion coming through. This is a situation that will be cleared in time. Look, marriage. So I make a commitment to a healthy relationship with God, myself, and my partner. This could be a situation where you're having an issue with them. You know, this could be a male or female, by the way, that you're talking to, that we're talking about here with the child. This could be a male as well. But it could be a situation where you as a parent have, or someone who's close to a child has issues or worries about their marriage. And it may be that they're saying, well, you know, I understand your point of view, but I'm in this situation and this is who I've chosen. So it could be an issue around a marriage. Could be your marriage, could be a broken marriage, could be moving out of a marriage, a divorce, or anything like that. But it could be either yours or it could be on their side of things. But there's definitely going to be some compassion coming through this connection here. This also shows a bond between yourself and your child, so I don't feel like it's ever going to be broken. I just feel this is not the end of the world. Even if they do withdraw and go quiet for a while, it's not going to be the end of the world. It's just needing time out, okay? And they're going to have that compassion coming into their heart. I just want to clarify as well, please. Wow, look at this. Peace and forgiveness. We just said that about the heart chakra. So we have the heart chakra compassion, but the green's coming through here for forgiveness. So this is going to be resolved. This is amazing. So the love that you have for each other and, you know, that strong bond is going to far exceed any of this tension or disagreement or whatever it is. The peace and forgiveness is there. So I really hope that's helped you today. Okay, so if you chose card or reading number 4, we've got the Hierophant, which is all about commitment. It's the religious institution. It's the spiritual lessons in life. There's definitely a lesson to learn in this for both parties, okay? So the Hierophant is a Taurus energy as well. And we're going to have a look at further cards here. 7 of Cups or 7 of Water is all fantasy, imagination. It's dreamy. It's somebody who's not looking at the reality of a situation, and it could be some confusion as well. So there's perhaps a lack of clarity in a situation here regarding commitment or the loyalties of where someone is putting their commitment to. It could be marriage. This is also the marriage card. So this could be an issue or around a topic around marriage that there's an issue. So it could be that someone is not happy with someone else marrying someone or divorcing someone or, you know, feeling like their loyalties lie somewhere else. It might be amongst siblings, that kind of thing. There's definitely, oh my God, there's definitely conflict here, okay? This person, I have to say the child I'm tuning into or the adult child, doesn't matter, is like got some jealousy going on. There's some insecurity here. I do feel like there's a feeling of being shut out or left out. There's definitely been some harsh words or some anger coming up regarding a situation that they feel justified in and that you feel justified in. So it feels like there's a stalemate here, that nobody's really seeing each other's point of view. But you're both very strong on what you believe is justice in your life. Now, I know I'm saying justice, but that's just coming through for some reason in this card. It's a very serious issue. I do get contracts and things like that as well. It's very much a belief system. So someone is allowing their emotions to also overtake what is actually going on. The emotions are being amplified more than what is actually going on. So someone might be over dramatizing something or just really going right off about something. Okay, but this is a good card. This shows victory over a situation. So there is going to be this back and forth and trying to get it all sorted out. There's words said, there's anger. There's someone all over the shop emotionally, you know, that kind of thing as well. But I am feeling that there's choices here. Like they might feel a little bit pressured that they have to choose between say 2 people, you know, or 2 situations here as well, or locations. Maybe they're going to move away from this situation for a while. Maybe there is a long distance connection going on here as well. But it does show that there is this victory coming in and success over the situation. Now we've got a Capricorn energy. This is practical, disciplined, responsible energy. So this person, I feel, is going to settle down from this. They're just going to say their piece and then move on from this and just focus and be disciplined in their life. They're a bit stubborn. I don't know if there's been a cutting you out or shutting you off out of their life, you know, out of that real resentment or bitterness. There's something that they feel quite angry about. It could have even been something from a childhood if they are adult children. But we've got joy coming in as well, which is amazing. So I just want to quickly say the Capricorns overcome things too. They stay and they stick at what they are doing. They stick at it. So that's where that stubbornness can come in. It's hard to get them to move away from a path that they're set on, right, working on. So if this person is stubborn about perhaps a relationship they're in that you're not in agreement with, they're going to stick at it, I feel. And there's just going to have to be this, agree to disagree type thing. But we see the joy coming in. This is amazing. And we've got the butterfly, which is right near the heart chakra and the throat chakra. So it's sort of like in the middle of the heart chakra and the throat chakra, but it's the color of the throat chakra, which is blue, which shows me communication. There's going to be joyful communication. I do feel this is going to be healed. Look at this. The boundaries are going to be set in place, okay? I am clear and honest with others about my expectations. They are quite vocal. This person is quite vocal. And I feel like you both can be quite stubborn and quite assertive and all those things. So I think it's good if you're both, maybe you two are alike. Maybe there's a lot of similarities there. That's why this is like butting heads, you know, like the two goats or something, butting heads. Now, I just wanted to say this does not necessarily mean that this child is a Capricorn. This could be relevant around a Capricorn, but it's just mainly the energies of that Capricorn energy coming through. Now, the boundaries are very important to set in place around a situation, but I feel like you guys will overcome this. I really do. I feel like it's more about agreeing to disagree and just trying to get over something, okay? Trying to get over it. It's like seeing the love you have for each other will far exceed any disagreements that you might have about something. Oh, yeah, sorry. Another thing coming through is that they might have been very attacking of you. It might have been very abusive energy. And so this is just saying you're setting your boundaries and letting them know that you still love them, but you're not going to put up with that. Now, can I have a clarifier, please, just for this last reading, the number 4? Okay, that one's tipped over. Well, I've got 4 here for you, so that's amazing. So we've got the Scorpio, which is passionate, sexual, independent. So it's just the energy. It could be a star sign of somebody, Scorpio. Trust your intuition. Scorpios are very psychic people. Okay, the energy is very psychic. So what I feel with this is the independence coming through, the passion, but it's also that trusting your intuition. So being able to really tune in to what the true core issue is, because I feel like half the things you're talking about aren't, you know, fighting about or whatever it is, isn't the core issue. There's something that has really set them off, but it's more based from a core issue from their childhood or something that's happened earlier, okay? Just keep that in mind. So weave your magic. You have the knowledge. You know how to fix this, okay? Weave your magic. Weave it. You've got the knowledge. You just need to put things together. Sacral chakra is relationships. This is going to be healed. This is going to be healed. But also Scorpios tend to hold on to things as well. They can hold grudges. And they never forget. They never forgive sometimes. So this is very much about getting into that forgiving energy, being able to trust in the intuition, weaving your magic, turning it around to the better, turning it around for the good. Because it can be an intense energy. This can be very intense. But I'm feeling really good about it. The sacral chakra, relationships here. I still feel like I need to pick one more. Okay, it's going to be the... Yeah, choose another path. If you're feeling like you're not getting anywhere with this person, this child, choose another path. Go another way. You know what to do. Weave your magic, right? I'm getting the word compromise. You may have to compromise, because even though you're putting boundaries up or they're putting boundaries up, there is going to be a solution, I feel. There is going to be healing, and there's actually going to be a little more self-respect on both sides as well. You're both going to respect each other more once you finally stand up and be strong, both of you, okay, in this situation. So I really hope that's helped you today, and I look forward to connecting with you all next week or next time. Love and blessings.